Hey guys, I just thought I'd chatter with you while I played some Slay Away Camp. This is a game that I've owned previously. I have it on the Switch and I have it on mobile, and I like it a lot. You'll kind of get the vibe of it real quick. Let's go over here. The goal is, of course, to kill the guys that you're. It's like a puzzle game, right? Very much a puzzle game. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to come on and talk about stuff, life, all that kind of thing, you know. My I know I've been talking a lot about medical stuff lately, and I really am sorry for that. I'm ashamed to a degree. I don't want to make it my identity to be the, you know, the not so popular chronically ill VTuber. Because as funny as that is, I could see people being like, Iron Mouse is the one with the chronic illness. But like, that's not what I'm going for. I just feel like if I talk to you guys as much as I do, we spend all of the time that we do together, that it's really important that you guys are aware of events in my life that will affect that, you know? So, yeah, this is the condition that I have, and I've talked about it before, but I'll go a little more in depth here because I kind of had some time free and I figured why not? The condition that I have, or one of the two potential problems, is called alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. Let's see, it's like a slidey puzzle game. Here we go. An alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency is something where it's a genetic disorder where your genes are mutated. And that kind of sucks, right? One of my parents has been dead for a long time, so I don't know which one I got it from because I don't know the health of my mother. Obviously, she's not around anymore. But it was one of those things where I've kind of just desperately hoped that stuff works out. And I've tried not to think about it, but there have just been days where all I can do is think about it. And that affects you guys. Because that ends up being on my mind, and then I have to take days off of work because I'm sad, for lack of a better term, depressed, you know? Because alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency is a deficiency of a certain kind of protein that your body produces. And this protein protects your lungs. So when your lungs get damaged, you know, they kind of have the ability to heal themselves, utilizing those proteins to protect I forget what they're called. I almost said areolas. They are not areolas. I forget what they're called, but the little fibers inside the lungs, the little doohickey fibers, they protect those, but when your genes are mutated, they don't. And so then what ends up happening is, from what we can tell, in my case, let's see if I can actually do this. From what we could tell in my case, the proteins are mutated in a way that they're likely getting stuck in my liver and causing damage to my liver. So not only am I taking damage over time to my lungs, but my liver is also suffering. And that blows. I like drinking. Ah, I took too many. Okay. Within 6 turns. Oh, okay. I see what I need to do, though. So, I need to go see a specialist to get everything checked out. Oh, how do I manage that without... I wonder. But, you know, it brings up a lot of issues. Because people who end up with this disorder, their deficiency rather, can kind of end up developing things like COPD and emphysema very early in life, even when they're not smokers. Which is kind of what I'm scared of, you know? There we go. As far as I know, my lungs aren't badly damaged, but I do have, I'm using air quotes here, asthma. And it turns out that lung damage is often diagnosed as asthma in this deficiency. So when I'm going to the place that I'm going to, it's going to be for pulmonary testing. I'm doing pulmonary testing first. And then later I will be doing... later in the month, liver testing to kind of see what the damage is. Click welcome to school video. Click on the shop button and I'll show you something, okay? It's a shop shelf. Click the baseball bat gore pack. Buy it. Here are the gore packs you have earned. Okay. Let's head to the killer shelf. Oh, there it is. Unlock new killers by finishing moves. Now let's return to the movie shelf. Okie dokie. Return to Slayaway Camp. These guys... these guys did a Friday the 13th game, but I think they lost the license, so it's not around anymore.
Slayaway Camp 2. Return to Slayaway Camp.
Oh, maskless skull face. Oh no, gross. But yeah, so I mean, in theory, I could end up with emphysema. I could end up with all sorts of things, and it's scary to know that, because I try to be healthy. I've always tried to be healthy. And to end up with like a health scenario where you have no control, like quite literally no control over what happens to you, it blows, you know? It blows. It's like no matter what happens, I don't have control over it. And that's kind of the point where you have to, you know, give it up to God and be like, okay, well, I'll just do my best, and I'll do my best to take care of myself. And then hopefully things will work out, you know? So it's stuff like that I messed up. It's stuff like that I kind of just want to share with you guys and thank you for, because we spend a lot of time hanging out together. And you know, I'll be forthright and honest. I don't have many friends. I'm a hag. I've been betrayed by a lot of friends, put it that way. I've experienced a lot of betrayal. A lot of friends just no longer wanting to be friends, no longer wanting to. Yeah, see, that. This guy is the one who's confusing me. I think I've got to scare the lady so he'll turn around. Still not sure how I'll manage that. Oh, I don't need to kill the cops. That explains everything. But I've had a lot of friends betray me in the past, and like the Cinder drama recently kind of reminded me of some of the things that I've been through. Friends that you didn't know, friends that you thought you were very close with, who it turns out don't want to be close to you. For no given reason other than they just don't want to. Things like that. So I'm at a point in my life where I don't have a lot of friends, and that happens as you get older. You lose friends, for a lot of people, but that's why your support kind of means the world to me. And 6 feet under, I didn't mean that. And of course, this is no pressure, and oh no, I just killed myself. Not meant to be pressure on you guys by any means, because I'm not gonna get too parasocial here, you know. There we go. Now he jumps into the hole. Now where do I go? Oh no. Damn, I keep messing it up. I won't get too parasocial or anything about it, but having you guys to come online too and hang out, my soulmates, you know, it means a lot. It means a lot to a lonely little squid. Lonely little squid going through some pretty awful medical issues, you know? So when I go out of town, here we go. No, darn it. Here. Yes, okay, I got it. It means a lot. And I know my streams are small, and I don't have a ton of people following me. And maybe that's part of why you guys hang around. You know, maybe you know, it's nice to be able to talk to people and hang out with people. As generic as that sounds, it's very nice. And I just, you know, I want to be a good VTuber for you guys. I want to get better at streaming. I want to be more consistent, and being consistent gets so hard with health issues, you know. And asking you guys to put up with that can be a lot, and I'm aware of that. And that's why, you know, maybe I've always been told I apologize too much. I had a therapist once tell me it was probably because I've mentioned this, I'm positive, I have dyscalculia. So I've got essentially dyslexia with numbers and ADD. Inattentive type ADD. And so I've gotten in trouble a lot as a kid for things that were kind of out of my control. So I would always end up apologizing for that kind of stuff. So if I apologize too much, I really am sorry. I just did it. I'm not good at not apologizing, put it that way. But you know, I want to be better at streaming for you guys, and I'm sorry that I end up in scenarios where I have to cancel. streams sometimes. I feel really bad about that. I really do. And I know maybe it's not important, maybe it's not huge to you, but it feels really big to me. And more than anything, I don't like letting people down. So, just again, thank you. Thank you for spending time with me and coming to my streams. And, hopefully these health issues, hopefully there won't be much damage. My hope is I don't have any lung damage, but I did vape for a time. I stopped because I noticed I was having trouble breathing. But, what you gonna do? Ooh, I gotta be careful here. I did this wrong. What you gonna do? The other abnormal reading they actually found was an abnormal reading for, is it smooth muscle antibodies? I think is what it's for. And from what I could tell, that has something to do with liver damage. Screw this up. I did. So, I don't know. The liver, honestly, it sucks because I was able to get into the facility I'm getting into for my pulmonary stuff, but not for my liver stuff within that time period. And I've got to make a trip to go to the facility I'm going to get all this testing for pulmonary done. And I'm not going to know until probably June what's the situation with my liver. But, I'm kind of trying to treat it like it's going to be a vacation. Because it'll be fun. I'll be going out of town. Yeah, I have to do all this huffing and puffing, and that part's gonna suck. I do not like pulmonary testing. I've done it once before. Excuse me. And pulmonary testing sucks. But it's better than liver testing. Honestly, the liver testing idea has me a little terrified. Because of the idea of liver biopsy. Liver biopsy scares the crap out of me as a concept. Hopefully I won't need a liver biopsy, but I have a feeling I will. I was feeling my liver hurting today, which occasionally happens, and I have not been drinking, I have not been eating poorly, I've been eating very well, so it's kind of like I have a feeling it's pretty inflamed, and they're gonna find stuff with it, so yeah. This red hair, this ginger jerk. I don't know. Here. This? Yay, okay. Now the question is... There we go, did it. I'm just kind of dumping on you guys. Sorry. I just wanted to talk about stuff. Oh, I blocked my exit. That's not right. It worked, but it's not right. Okay, that is instant death. But that'll be... On the 12th, I'll be gone. And I'll be gone for a few days. I'll probably be taking that entire week off. Probably be taking that entire week off in order to kind of just give myself some time because I don't know what kind of news I'm going to get. I'm anticipating it won't be too bad. Like I said, my lungs are not really the problem that even led me to this conclusion. So hopefully everything will be okay with that. But I plan to be hanging out and spending time talking to you guys still. It's not like I'm gonna have anything to do outside of the pulmonary testing. I'll be sitting in a hotel room. I'm gonna be doing some tours though, because this place I'm going to is supposedly haunted. So that'll be fun. Oh no! Out of turns. Nah, that's not working either. What do I do here? Here we go, right? Yeah, this will do it. That's kind of the situation. The Cinder drama, the Cinder drama made me think about kind of our relationship as you know, viewer and watcher. And I don't know. I don't want to be too parasocial. I want to give us a really I want us to have a good relationship, you know. I don't want to ever obscure things from you guys or it sounds a little dramatic, right? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm a little emotional right now. There we go. Got him. Eat it, hippie. Eat my axe. Or wrench. I have a wrench this level. Yay! We finished the movie. Maybe I'll make this a series. Maybe I'll just, if I ever want to sit down and talk about stuff and VTubing and life, play a world of this. That sounds kind of fun, right? As it is now, we just played through a world, so I'm going to call it here. But I wanted to thank you for watching if you watched this far. Um, I really appreciate you guys, honestly, and I hope that you have a wonderful. I'm going into my stream habit here. A wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, a wonderful whatever it is. I hope that everything's awesome for you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful. Well, there we go again. I just did it again. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.